Hey, welcome back. Okay, last episode we had our guy spawn in. Everything worked great. Now we gotta apply some damage to our guys so they get hit or they die, and then I could actually get to the items. You know, we want to spawn in some power or some energy when an enemy dies, correct? So let's set up these functions and get going. Open up our enemy blueprint. Alright, and I'm in the initiate enemy start function that we made. And what I'll do here is I'm going to create another variable. And it'll probably be a float, because it has to be a float, because that's what we're using our current health as. We'll name this current enemy health. Oh, what'd I do? Anyway, name this current enemy health. This will be changed to a float variable type. And this is all we're going to really need. I'm not going to set up some update function for this guy. You don't need it. Not for this anyway. I'll make this like 55%. 0.55, that should be fine. Alright. Compile. Let's bring on our current health that we just made. This is very simple. We're just going to take this current health. I'll go back and I'll get my current health and set it to the pin, the execution pin. And then connect the current health that I originally got into the set node. And that is all I need to do. That now sets my HP for the enemy or my health. We could do a print string here too, which I'll do just to show you. When he spawns into the world, that it actually has health initialized. Okay. Very simple for the enemy. Nothing nuts. You don't need no extra coding for stuff that you're not going to really use. So, there we go. Let's compile. Let's save. Alright. Now, when I play and he spawns into the world, he should register health. It should show up like in that left-hand corner where my progress bars are over here. Alright. So I'm going to try to sneak up on this guy. Sneak up, there he is. Yep, and it works. It even still shows the true false. God, this must be like the third or fourth episode. I've totally neglected that. It's the collision on my cameras. Yeah, I'm not worried about that right now. Let's I want to get these functions done, if anything. Alright, so let's go into our enemy event graph. And we're going to right click and type in any damage. That's the event I want. Hey buddy, what's up? Okay. We got that in there. It gives us our little node there for the damage for when we do apply the damage. It gets registered into this little function area here. So let's get our current health. Let's bring out our current health. Let's now subtract the damage from the current health. I mean, you could switch the pins if you want to make them look right, but it does the same math. We now set the current health, and we connect the execution pins. So what we do, we get our current health, we subtract that from the damage that we have taken, and we now set a new current health. So, because I don't like the way they end up that way. Now, off of the pin from the set node, you want to get less than or equal to. Because we want to check, did we hit him enough to kill him, or was he just damaged and hit? So we'll leave that 0, because if it's less than or equal to 0, I want him dead. If it's one or the other, it's usually a little glitchy. We will need an actual boolean here. Alright. And we'll type, is enemy dead? Why'd that lowercase? I think I missed. Alright. And this will be a boolean, not a float. We'll swap that out to a boolean. So we gotta check to see if he's dead. Alright. So let's pull off of that equal or less than pin. Let's get a branch node. Let's connect our branch node to the set execution pin. with that all said and done, we now have to check to see if he's been hit or dead. So if he's not dead, obviously he's hit. If it's true, he's dead. So we'll set dead and click the box. And like I said, if he's just damaged or slightly almost dead and not really dead, we'll just take our is dead, put it into false, and leave the box unclicked. Because it's not dead, but it did take some sort of hit. Okay. Now that's all done, we have to have him jump to our jump to nodes that we like to make. Alright, we have the health, we initialize it, we just gotta play the animation that's supposed to be played. So let's go up to our components, get our animation component for our enemy, put that into the graph, pull off of that pin and get our anim instance. And you know what we're gonna do after we get our anim instance? And every time that's highlighted, sometimes it like catches and zooms in the screen. Alright. Once we have our anim instance, we get our trusty jump to node. Alright, and connect our execution pins. We can select and highlight these and Control D. We'll paste them and we'll connect it in to the set is dead not checked boolean. We do have state machine names, I believe. Alright, we don't have the jump names, but we do have the state machine names from other videos that we set up, I believe for attacks. And something else. Alright, we set those. We have to get some functionality for the jump nodes. We'll do that in a little bit because our player character needs the same thing really. Let's just get our current health for the enemy and make that instance editable. In case we want to play with that or you want to change that or have whatever. But like I said, let's go to our player character now. I gotta organize these folders. I got too many folders. Too little. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing. We have to apply any damage event. So when damage is applied, it goes to this any damage event. And this gets set up the same exact way. If you want, you could copy and highlight this whole thing. I'm just going to take the piece, but you literally could just highlight and copy this and swap out the booleans and the variables. I'm just going to take this little bit right here and type in the rest. Really not a fan of copying everything unless it's really super huge. So you copy, Control C, click onto the graph, Control V will paste it in the location of where the cursor is. Oh, that was a mistake. Sorry. Get these gray variables, the grayed out variables, and delete them and replace the enemy current health with the player current health. Connect the reroute node to the damage. Get rid of this enemy current health that's set. Set your own current health and attach accordingly. It's all the same thing. You just got to swap out for the player's current health and the player's boolean, which we really don't have yet, and I have to make. Let's do that now. Player is dead or is dead. Is player dead? I don't like renaming everything, having it the same. Alright. Like I said, you could have just copied and pasted that entire code and just swapped out what you had to swap out. Alright. Let's connect the branch node. Let's set our branch node. There we go. And then we'll get our boolean, player is dead, and set true tick box. False will set unticked box. And we do that, get the anim component to the anim instance to our jump node. Okay, set that there. Boop. Slide. Okay, there's our jump node. Let's set that. Connect this. Copy and highlight all of this. Paste this right below. Connect our execution pins. Organize, and let's look for our state machine name because I believe our enemy, we have our state machine name here somewhere. There it is. Let's get it. Let's copy. Let's paste our state machine name where it needs to be pasted. There it is. All right. There we go. So now we have our any damage to our player and our character. Our healths are being checked and taken away as need be. We could probably go start putting in our animations if we wanted to, which would be good. That is all set up. This is saved. This is good. Good. Do I want to check to see? No, I got the scenes. I don't need this. I don't really need that. Let's go into our animation blueprint for the enemy. Let's open up the animation graph. Click on your state machine. And here we are, the graph. We have to put in our jump node. So right click and select jump. This will be enemy hit or hit enemy, whatever you guys like to put. All right. And then off of this jump node, we have to get our state. Okay. And we'll name this hit state or enemy hit state. The hit state is fine, I guess. It's just the only guy using this is this enemy. So let's get a flip book or a sequence flip book or hit animation and set it. This will need a transition also. This is probably going to be a little glitchy, but it will make a transition no matter what. We'll just do a real basic one. We'll get the enemy character reference we made, and we'll just check to see if he's dead or not. Alright, and we'll check, is enemy dead or is dead? Pull out that boolean, and then we have to make sure it's not equal to. So do that by doing shift exclamation point not equal. Alright, and that's how we'll make sure to see that it's hit and not actually dead. And it goes off the right boolean box that we got clicked. Alright, so not equal to. Leave that box alone and connect to the enter transition. Okay, it's pretty basic. Might not want it in the idle. Why might it want it in the idle will move state? We'll see that later on. Let's just create another jump node. We'll name this enemy dead. I mean, I would sit here and play with it, but then the video will go longer probably, and they could tend to get a little long when I get lost. Alright, after you have your jump node, just create your state and plop your blueprint into your state. This is all pretty understandable, I would hope. I've done this quite a bit, and this is pretty much the last one on all of these characters. Let's name this enemy dead state. Like I was saying, this is probably going to be the last for setting up our functionalities, mainly for all of our characters. I do want to get to the items. Alright, so we got our dead state, we have our hit state, we have everything here. Let's get these names before I forget. Let's get the enemy hit jump node name so I don't make another fool of myself again. Let's copy this. Probably do that really well. Let's put that in our hit jump node name. Alright, there you go. That's the one that's not dead, and then we'll get the dead, enemy dead, highlight, copy, and let's paste in where it's dead. So he should be all set up and good to go. Okay. Alright. There we go. That'll work. This is set up. Yes, so when takes damage, he subtracts from the current health. He sets a new current health. Then we have to check to see if that current health is at 0. And if it's at 0, he's dead. If not, he's hit. Alright, let's go. Close this, save. Opponent, let's check our player character. Okay. There you go. Here we go. Alright, we have our functions for that. We have our damage being applied. So let's go and set up our nodes over here. We're going to need our jump nodes to apply our damage and hit. See this right here? This is probably what I want to do for the enemy. Probably want to do that for the enemy. This ranged attack, I gotta get stuff for that too. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I just realized something. Alright, let's get our states. Let's I don't know, put it here. Let's get our jump node. And we'll name this player hit. Alright, name this one player hit. Alright. Get our player hit. Let's move this over here. I didn't like it over there. Let's get our animation state. Name this hit state. Player hit state. Be a little better about this. Alright. Okay. You know, I could just copy and paste in that. What an idiot. I am so dumb sometimes, it's like funny. It's really not. Alright. Now that we got... Oh my god, this thing is like sticky glue. Let's get our transition arrow. Let's go into here. Let's connect our hit animation for our player. Alright. Okay. We'll go to our transition. It's the same thing. We'll check to see if the player is dead. I don't know why something's telling me it should be different. Probably is. This is definitely not the best way to do it, but it'll definitely get me what I want to do right now. And in the start of the item video, the next video, I'll go and check and fix everything up. Alright, let's get the is not equal to again to our player dead boolean connected to the transition. Set that up. That's all good to go. Basically the same thing. I know this is a little bit boring, probably a lot because it's the same stuff, but you should basically understand basic character stuff for like a 2D game. Alright, so with this all set up, let's go to another jump node and name this player dead. Because yeah, I'm still learning too. Always learning. Player dead. Okay, I spelled that I. Alright. Okay. There we go. We have our jump node. We'll slide out, get our animation state, and I will do this a little slicker. I'll copy and paste this time. Copy. Paste. Get in now. There you go. There you go. Alright. All set up. Let's double click on that and set our dead animation. Okay, there you go. All said and done. That should be good to go. Our player, let's turn that off. I only want to play that once. Our player is set up. Our enemy is set up. Yeah. Let's get these names. I gotta get these names. This is hit. I want to leave that. I'm just double checking the player right now. Okay. Let's save all. Okay, let's go here. Go here. Get these names. copy the hit name and paste it where our player is not dead. No. Yeah, not dead. There you go. And we'll get the 1-4 player dead. There you go. Let's copy this and paste it in there with it. Okay. Alright, so that's set up. Our player is set up with his animations. Our enemy is set up with their animations. Let's save this. Not only do I have to do damage for our projectile, let's go to our anim notifies. Get our attack melee, right click, and duplicate it. And let's rename this for the enemy. Let's go AN_enemy attack melee. Yeah, because we have to have something for our enemy to actually invoke the damage. Fix this. Whatever. That works. There you go. Let's open this up. And we have everything here. And like I said, we're going to have to change some stuff. We could change the hit. We're going to have to change the sockets. We're going to have to go in to our enemy sprites. I think it's easier if you go through the flipbook here or the sequence and you select the flipbook. It opens up all the sprites. See, I got the socket. I set my socket already. I'll show you how to do that. We did that on the players. The same thing. You just go to the one where the arm is all reached out right there. You scroll down. Go to socket. Add an array element. Type in the socket name. And then you could just hold left click down and move left or right or up and down to position your socket to where it needs to be. I do every frame in the animation just to make sure it initializes. It takes time, it's tedious. I copy and paste this, and I'll go over to another sprite. I have one here, I believe. Oh no, that was the flipbook. It doesn't show in the flipbook. Paste these. Everything should work just fine. I just needed to change the socket name on that. Okay, so now we go here. We'll pause it and we'll find the frame where it's actually extended the full amount. Right there seems good. Slide down to where the 1 is and right click. Add notify. And add the enemy notify. See? So when we play, it registers. It does work. It's just a flip-flop. That's one of the things where I want to copy the code because it's a little big. I don't want to sit there and type it all out again and figure it out. Just for that, I have it already. It works fine. This box we can make a little bigger if you want to make it a little bigger. Just so it isn't too small. There you go, and it's bigger. The socket setup is the same for the player setup. It's very simple. Like you could reuse a lot of stuff if you do it correctly. All right, so let's save that because we just put an attack onto our enemy. All right. Now we need to make this attack happen. This. Okay, this is the BP player. I don't want that. Let's close this. Let's close this. Let's close this. Let's close that. Okay. Let's go to our enemy. Let's go to our event graph. There we go. I just want to clean this up. It looks off. Yeah, see, it's off a little bit. My sprite's not exactly in that capsule component. All the anim notify really does is just apply the damage. I have the whole animation. We have the attack already. I just had to apply the damage. How's this look? It's okay. That works. Do I want it that big? I might want a little. I might be a little too small. Right there. Let me play with this by hand. It's kind of close. I might have want to left this where it was, but try to keep it tight. It's right at the capsule component. I got to see if it actually works. It might not trigger correctly because it's so tight. Might have to be bigger to actually trigger. Okay. All right. Viewport. Perspective. How's my guy? Yeah, my guy's all right. Yeah, it's all right. It's a little big. Yeah, it's a little more snug. It's a little more snug, yeah. Gotta make this a little smaller too. Make it compact. There you go. Right, it's just the sprite. Right there. You could do this. You don't have to be too perfect with it. Alright, I'll save all. Close that. Close this. Untitled. Let's see if any of this works. Wow, this is gonna look crazy. Alright, let's go. And they just stand there saying hello to everybody. Oh, there you go. Oh. I just died. Hold on. That was weird. I think the collision box on the enemy is way too small. That's why I just stood there like, yo, what do you want me to do? So, let me see what was up with this first. My current HP. Let me put this up a little bit so I don't get waxed. Let me put that up all the way for now. That'll work. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this again. Let's double check. Now we're going to be doing some hands-on troubleshooting. Yeah, I think that capsule component is too small. Well, the hit works, but it's stuck in a hit. See? Yeah. It's kind of stuck in that hit. Oh. Yeah, see, he gets stuck in a hit a little bit, and he goes, I might have to change that. Boolean. That transition's no good. He's getting stuck. I might have to put it back into walk. I won't worry about that right now. Let's go here. I got a quick fix for this. Let me turn that off. Let me do that once. Maybe this will help it out a little bit. Enemy dead. I don't want to loop that. That's only going to happen once. Okay. Play game folder. Yeah. Oh, see, that's good. Huh. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yeah. If this still happens, I think I know what's up. Should I do it now? Should I do it later? Do it now. Grab your capsule component from the player. Pull out your capsule component and type in set collision enabled. You're going to keep it off. Keep it off. So he doesn't go into a repetitive loop when he's dead. Alright? And then we'll put in a slight delay. Alrighty. You could put whatever. I'll just put this for now. Probably less or more. You actually have to sit down and time the animation if you want. Alright, and then we'll destroy our actor. remove our man from the world. So I'm going to sacrifice my guy because all the code's the same. So if it works for this guy, it'll work for the enemy. Alright, so what's going on? Yeah, you know, let me open this up. This too is bothering me. I want to open this box up a little bit because I think that being too close is also not triggering it to attack. Slightly bigger. Nothing crazy, just slightly bigger. If not, it'll have to be bigger. Alright, there you go. Yeah, it attacks right away. There you go. It hits, and he dies. It's actually really short. I might have to play that. I might have to make that delay longer, but it destroyed my actor. It definitely destroyed my actor. And my enemy is kicking my butt. See? Boom. Yeah. That's all it is. My delay is too short. I actually have to make it a little longer to see my players sit there. Yep. Let's do that there. Save. Play. Bring this out. He attacks, he attacks, he attacks, he attacks. I'm dead. I fall to the ground. My player or the actor is destroyed, and then the game's over. Alright. Does it work against this guy? I gotta see how it works against the enemy a little bit. I'm bad at video games, especially ones that I make. Oh. Okay, that loops and that gets a little funky, but he does blow up. Alrighty then. Let's go into our enemy. And let's play with this guy for a little bit. Alright, here we go. Let's get our absolute component here. Let's turn it off over here. That's what I was doing before I did that. Let's set the collision enable to off when he's dead. Alright. Okay. Here you go. Let's pull off of this node, give a delay. You just play and time it to do the delay as long as you want to do. Oh, here's the data. That's like 24. I have a long delay on it. It's really not that long. It's probably only like 5 seconds. 2 seconds actually. Holy. So, I'll just randomly throw something in there, see if it works. Get the delay pin. We'll set our delay off for this like we did our player. Should help alleviate some of the issue. Delay. What's up with that? Come on, delay. Alright. This might be too long. It might actually restart. This should be fine. I don't want it to restart, but same thing. Just play with your numbers until you get it to work the way you want it to work. Save. It's the fine tuning. Alright, that's good. That's good. Let's try this again. See if I can get this off. Because I suck. No, still freezing a little bit, but that was too quick. That was too quick. Save, let's try again. Yeah, I don't like that. It gets a little glitchy, but it sort of works. I killed him. The explosion works, and he respawned in. Yay! All right, the melee worked. I'm not gonna sit there and redo that. I'm gonna make a small video on a cleanup, separate from all of this. This is getting a little longer already. Let's close these all out. I do have to apply a damage to one more thing. I believe it would have to be my blast. Yes, my projectile. I need to apply damage when I fire this. Alright. Let's pull off of this. And what I want to do is get a player reference message. Okay, and we're going to get player character. Alright. And promote that to a variable. Alright. Then off of the execution pin, we're going to get our enemy reference message. Alright. And what I'll do is I'll pull off of this and I'll get owner. The actor, get owner. All the way at the top. There you go. Set that and we'll promote that to a variable also. Okay. Here we go. Alright, let's compile and we'll save. Oh, excuse me. Alright. I want to get our sphere. And we're going to go back to our fun little overlaps. And we'll call this, I'll change this up. I'll call this a hit sphere. I want the hit sphere. Can't capitalize my letters today. Alright. Let's get our events by right-clicking on this. And let's get our begin overlap event. We'll just work with this one for right now. Alright, because we got to overlap our sphere to apply some damage to our enemy when we use our little blast or our ranged attack. Because we wanted to apply damage. We need a tag for this guy. I'm gonna need a tag. And our tag, I would name it enemy, but I'm gonna name it object. And I'll name it object because when we do the other video, I'm gonna have to create. I'm gonna leave the name the same. So we'll just name it an object. This other actor has tag. You can use the hashtag. Or you could do like I did that one time with the enemy references and all of this stuff, where you could just put it in and get and see how it works. It's just good to have there. And let's branch. Okay, so our actor has a tag, and we're going to create a branch. I'm not explaining much because I've explained this several times in many videos. We've done lots of overlaps. We did a lot of the animations, ED, blueprints, and stuff. So this you could basically just follow along to get onto. I'll explain as I go, just not as in depth. Alright, so we're going to start with a sphere overlap event. Where is it? Sphere overlap actor. That's what I want. Right? So we have to get this because our sphere is going to be overlapping an actor. And we want that sphere to apply the damage. So we're going to hit sphere overlap actor. We're going to take out our hit sphere. And we're going to take out our hit sphere. Oh, I got to get the world location. Yes. This don't work. The sphere position. Let's do it this way. Get world location. Or there you go. You see my little newbie moves. All right. Sphere radius. What do I have on my sphere? That's a viewport. My sphere. The radius here, or the shape, the sphere radius is 7. Is that 7? Yeah, wow. Let's put that same number there. Might not need that, but I'm gonna leave it because that's what it is. Pull off of our objective types. We'll make array. And we'll select a pawn because we're going to be getting or hitting that object type of a pawn. Alright. Act is to ignore. You want to make an array for this also because you want to ignore some things. You want to ignore a couple of things, to be honest with you, so let's have an add pin. First and foremost, one actor you do want to ignore is yourself. Alright? The enemy actor is the enemy reference. It wants to hit that. So take your player cast call and tag it in so you don't hit yourself. Then you also want to type in self because you don't want the sphere to overlap itself. You just want it to ignore itself. You know, because I'm going to have a couple shooting there, so don't want no problems. We'll get the out actor. We'll type in for each loop. Plug that in. The executions are good. Okay. That's all set up. That's all said and done. It should apply damage when it's finished. Well, I have to type in that code, but alright, so there you go. We'll apply. And we'll get the base damage. For this, I don't know what you want to do. I'm trying to think. A damaged actor is the array element. Leave this blank. Damage causer, you could just type in self because the sphere is causing the damage. Alright. The event instigator, you might be able to plug in your player character reference if you want. And a base damage, what are we going to do for our base damage here? We'll leave it at 5. Enemy's 0.55, so I'll leave this at 0.5. Alright, so hopefully when the sphere gets overlapped and it overlaps an actor, it will apply damage. And that actor has a tag which is called object, which is really enemy. I'm just using object. You can name it whatever you want. Alright, so let's get out of here. This is pretty good, I believe. Let me just check some collisions and some details over here. Yes, let's make that replicated. Alright, collisions is good. Let's see, yes. Initial lifespan, just leave that. Let's put it there. I do want it to die. I don't want it to constantly stay alive in the world. If it's like off screen for more than like 3 seconds, I want it to disappear. You're never going to see it again. My projectile movement. I want to leave this constrained right now. I don't want that. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Just turn that off real quick. I don't need that. Alright. Okay. And my hit sphere, I think I did it right. Let's double check. Okay. Alright. This should work. I think. Oh, wow. It just blew him apart. Dude. Oh, that's why. Huh. I just realized that. That's because I have the sphere. In my notify, I call that sphere twice. So it's literally destroying him. Each sphere is worth 0.5, which is 1 total, which is knocking him out the box. He's done. That's way too OP. Huh. So let's change this value on the applied damage and our ranged attack to be a lot less since it's double. Gotta remember that. See, I didn't calculate that one too well. Let's leave this pretty low just so we could see if it actually registers hits and stuff and we could kill him. Wow, that's something that wasn't well thought out. Sorry. Here we go. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, but see, he still sticks, man. Boom. Now he's dead. I don't like that sticking crap. Yeah, I might just have to. I might actually want to loop this. I will fix this. I will fix this. I will make a different transition to this. That I don't like. I don't have it like that. I just try to make it a little different. Let's leave this on a loop. Alright, just so it continues to do that. I might have to adjust play rate time with transform it right to walking. And change the transition there. But right now this is alright. Let me just see if this works pretty good for now. There he is, he spawned. Boom. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, it looks like he was about to pop out of it too. That might be long, that hit. But yeah, there you go. There's your damage, there's your applied damage. Next video, what I will do is take all the item assets that I have and we'll start implementing them. So when the enemy dies, he'll spawn either a power or an energy. Alright, I was just going to have one spawn, so I might have to look for an easier way to spawn multiple ones. Well, alright, but that's definitely the next episode, along with cleaning up some of the collision with the cameras. Alright, I'm just checking everything here. We got our melee. Attack is alright. It's just really my transition right now from my hit that I'm really not liking. See, I might actually use something like this maybe. I don't know. I might actually want to see that. Alright, but till then, I hope this helps out a little bit. Have a good one.